I'm about to do it, y'all. I'm about to do it. I have not dyed my hair in like 8 years, and for some reason I've just been wanting to. So I've been looking at TikToks and looking at Pinterest, and I finally found something. I finally found a specific way to dye my hair without having to completely dye my whole head, but also still be able to give it some color. So this is what I got right here. I got this Cream Nature, the Ginger Blonde, and I'm about to do a skunk stripe. So I've seen the color for a long time, and I just never knew what it was called. And there's certain pictures that don't appeal to me when it comes to color or how things look at people's hair. And I've seen it, but it's just never been like, oh, that's something I want to do. I saw this picture, and this girl looks so pretty and classy with her skunk stripe. I was like, yep, it's over. When I get off work, I'm gonna start getting some dye, and that's what I did. So let's just go ahead and start. So I already parted the back because I want to put a little bit of color in the back too. So I haven't parted the skunk stripe just yet, but the back is already parted, as you can see, and then I just braided it to separate it. And now I'm gonna part the stripe. So I've seen, and I guess it depends on how you would actually wear your hair. I've seen some ladies like part here and do this whole stripe here. I've seen like this whole side stripe or 2 side stripes. I don't really want that. I want to do simple but cute. So here's the center of my head. So I'm going to use this as like a map. And today's my co-wash day, so I can rehydrate my hair. Okay, so that's the center of my head. So if that's the center of my head, I don't want the skunk stripe to be right at the center. I want it to be on the side. So about right here. Okay, so I got this section parted out here. So it's just this little small section right here, and I'm trying my hardest to keep like the perfect little part, but you know the baby hairs are kind of jacking that up. Okay, that's out the way. So I basically got that perfect. Okay, so I braided that part up to get it out the way, and now I'm gonna start with the back first. I've been reading or watching all kinds of videos about starting at the ends first, because of course the color process is faster at the roots because that's where the heat comes from your scalp. So let me undo this. Okay, and then we gotta mix this stuff. So we have the cream gel hair color, the intensive conditioning treatment. This is the cream gel hair color, and then the high lift booster. So that's the blonding powder, and then the argan oil treatment for after. Okay, we're all mixed up. Here we go. Okay, so it took me about 3 extra minutes to put color on the front end versus the back end. So this is about 3 minutes ahead in processing than this. But I'm gonna leave this in for 10 or 15 minutes and let it lighten. And then once it gets as light as I prefer it to be or want it to be, then I'll wait 10 or 15 minutes, and if it's at the right kind of color, then I'm gonna add the color to the roots, because I definitely don't want my roots to be extra light and my ends to be darker. So I'll come back to you guys once this lightens up in about 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes, and I don't know if you guys can see, but the color is starting to lift, or starting to show. The darkness is lifting out of my hair. You can see it more up here and then towards the ends. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like the back is trying to lift, but because I want it lighter, it's gonna have to stay in there longer. So I did add a little bit more color to it just to make sure that it stays saturated and it doesn't dry up. But it's gonna take some time. I honestly think that I'm gonna have to leave this in for like another 15 minutes, and yeah, it's still really dark. Like my hair is naturally black, so that's probably why it's taking so long. It's trying though. I can definitely see where it's like a golden, a light caramel brown right here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but let me see. Let's see if can you see that a little bit? Maybe. I can't tell if you can see it or not. It's trying to lift though, so we will see. I'll come back in 15 minutes and see where the color is. Okay, y'all, so low-key, it's been like 30 minutes. So like 5 minutes ago, I went ahead and just added the dye to the roots here and in the back. It's definitely lighter. It's not as light as I want it though. So see, you can see where the color is coming in. The roots almost caught up, and it's been in there for like 5 minutes, so I probably should have waited. But if I see the roots start getting too light before the ends start getting light, I'm just gonna wash it out and then probably go back and add a little bit more on top of the lightened color. So hopefully it's gonna come out cool. Right now it's cool, I just have to keep washing it. So once it gets to a lighter color, I'll be back. I actually rinsed it off of my roots because I did not want all that, I didn't want it to get too light on the roots because it definitely caught up real quick. I put a little bit more once I rinsed it. I just put a little bit more on the ends because my ends was just not taking. And I mean, obviously it's because my hair is so dark, and also because I haven't dyed it in so long. So the back is kind of looking the same. I had to add a little bit more on the edges here because I missed that. So we're gonna see what it looks like. I'm just gonna get in the shower, rinse it, do my normal shower stuff, and then I'll show you what it looks like once it's washed and clean. Hey y'all, so it is very clearly the next day. I did not get to get back on camera last night because I had to get in the shower, I had to rinse and wash and condition and, you know, all that good stuff. So here it is. I'm gonna get it in a little bit closer so you guys can see the actual result. Of course, my curls is looking real nice and moisturized, but the strip, it came out okay. I like how it kind of has just a little undertone only on one side. That's actually really cute to me. It didn't come out though as blonde as I would have liked for it to come out. So you can see the stripe, and the stripe actually came out pretty good. I like the width of it. It's like not too big, not too small, so that's what I was going for. And then the back, maybe you can see that because I got the hairband right there, but that's the back. And I honestly like the way that it came out because the color is not super off. It does look very gingery. I would have liked for it to be a little more blonde, but because of the fact of my hair being so dark, like I said before, that's why it came out like that. So maybe later in about 2 weeks, I'll go back in and retone it and just make it lighter. Maybe. It depends on how I feel because I'm really not trying to go too far with the color. But it did come out okay. So there goes my little skunk stripe, or so it's called. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thanks for doing something new with me, and I will see y'all in the next video.